Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Home Built Workshop. Today I got a cool, quick, easy shop organization project. I'm gonna build this organizer that fits inside this toolbox drawer. So I've mentioned in some previous videos that I need to do some organization, especially around my drill press area. Every time I work in that area, it's really hard to find stuff. So this first project of 2017 is going to be a quick, easy shop organization project. First, I'll take a couple of measurements of the drawer to find the dimensions that I need to cut the bottom. And on the table saw, I'll cut down a piece of recycled 1/4-inch plywood. And using my crosscut sled, I'll start cutting down the pieces that'll divide the compartments. I'm setting up a stop block so that I can cut the pieces that'll divide the compartments at exactly the same size. So now I've got all the pieces cut. That's a lot of little tiny squares, so there's gonna be dividers. Now I gotta get this thing glued up. The glue up should be fairly easy. I'm gonna start out and just shove the piece of plywood down in the drawer. Now just using some wood glue, I'll start gluing these dividers in place. There's nothing fancy here. It's kind of the fun part about a shop project. If you're not too worried about how it looks, you can really knock some projects together pretty quick. Now, I don't want a shop project to look really chintzy or anything, but if I got a little extra squeeze out or something's not exactly aligned, it's fine. I want it to work well, not real worried about how they look most of the time. I've cut a couple spacer blocks to help me align the small dividers. And I think I'm going to clamp this up in sections, just because there's a lot of glue joints there. I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to get them all into place before that glue sets up on me. I'll give that a few minutes to dry. So I've got the 4th row of compartments glued up. Getting ready to finish this glue up. I've got the box out of the drawer to make it a little bit easier to work on. I don't have to worry about working around the drawer or anything like that. When I started the glue up with everything inside the drawer, apparently that wasn't such a good idea because I could not get this thing back out of the drawer. I ended up prying and pushing on it and ended up breaking a couple of the glue joints loose. I had to pry so hard on it. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, but yeah, looking back, oh well. The reason I wanted to glue it up inside the drawer at first is so I knew everything lined up with the sides of the drawer. I didn't take into account for any wood swelling or anything like that, and also I made the sides the same height as the drawer so I couldn't tip it up to get it out of the drawer. It had to come straight up out, and it was such a tight fit it didn't want to budge. Now I'm gonna wrap up this glue up. I'm gonna glue in the last section. I've made the first 4 sections small compartments, and this will be for hardware and screws and little things like that. I've got 3 larger compartments that can hold larger quantities of screws or bigger parts and pieces, and then I've also got one that's full length, and I'll use this probably for holding key stock or zip ties or something like that. I had one little piece break out when I was trying to remove it from the drawer. Just gonna glue that busted piece back on. And now everything's clamped up. Just gonna let this dry. With the sanding complete, I'll spray on a couple of coats of polyurethane. This really is just to seal the wood and give it just a little bit of protection. This thing's not going to be exposed to any kind of elements. It's going to be inside a toolbox drawer. Normally I would do this outside, but it's really cold outside, so I'm doing it here inside the shop, which I don't really like to do, but I've got the windows open and plenty of ventilation. Hopefully it'll be warm enough where this finish will dry. With the polyurethane dry, now I can get this thing put into the toolbox drawer. It's really simple. Just drop it into place. Now I'll reinstall the drawer into the toolbox. Now all I need to do is fill it up. So I am really happy with the way this turned out. A really simple project, just a shop organization project that'll help me keep small parts and hardware and supplies and switches and things, and different things for guitar projects and whatnot. Help me really keep things a lot more organized. Like, that's gonna be one of my goals, at least the beginning of 2017, kind of do a little bit of shop organization, get things a little more organized. I've mentioned before that I need to do something with this drill press area. I've got my drill press sitting on top of this toolbox. So this little organizer is kind of like the first step in getting this area organized. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support. Also, you can follow me on social media. I'll put all the links down below in the description. Also, don't forget, I do have a second YouTube channel. It's called Inside Home Built Workshop. And on that channel is where I post some kind of vlog style behind the scenes videos. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link to that channel also down below in the description. Don't forget to click subscribe on this channel and also on the Inside Home Built Workshop channel. I appreciate all of you guys' support. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this project. Nice, easy shop project, and we'll see you next time. So I've mentioned in some... No! Oh man. Got down to like 19 degrees last night. Realized I left my glue out here in the shop. It's probably frozen. Most likely unusable. I've had glue freeze before. Good thing there wasn't a whole lot left. Now that I've got the first round of glue up complete, I'm going to take this out of the clamps and I'm going to remove the insert from the drawer. Oh man, this could be interesting. Oh, it's stuck in there. Get out of there. How does one remove this thing? I'm messing this thing all up. Maybe it's jammed in there so hard. Man, this is crazy. Good thing this is a shop project. Something tells me this is going to need a little bit of sanding. I just completely broke it. Can't even have a simple shop project to go smoothly.